I rediscovered an old friend today, and now I'm all kind of eee about my lipstick because I haven't used this lipstick in forever, and it's MAC's Dubonnet, and I kind of missed it and I didn't realise how much until I found it. But today is going to be my foundation slash face routine. A lot of people requested me to show you how I do my face, so that's what I'm going to do. In particular, you asked me to show you how I use two particular products. This is the Face Atelier 0- Shade Adjuster, so it's whitens my foundation up, sorry I'm just shaking it. And this is the Face Atelier Ultra Sheer in Champagne. This is a very, very special product and I love it. It's actually hot out of the envelope from Coco Beau. And it's a liquid highlighter illuminator thing. And it's kind of, I guess the best way to describe it is like kind of like Benefit High Beam, but sophisticated. It's not glitter bomb, it's got very, very fine shimmer particles in it. It doesn't look obvious at all. You can use it to highlight, you can mix it in with your foundation, you can pretty much do anything, and it's honestly the best highlighter I've ever used. Mainly for two reasons. One, because I'm stupid with highlighter. Usually I forget, so I'll have powdered my face, and if I'm using a cream highlighter I can't really put it over the powder because it just kind of dissolves, you know, eats through the makeup and leaves crazy lines. And number two, because I'm lazy, I suppose. So this, I can mix in with my foundation. I don't have to worry about highlighting my face, and everything's done in one step, and I love that. That's my favourite thing, that I can just do everything in one step together, forget about it. The other reason I love it so much is because it works perfectly with longwear foundations. So anything like double wear or MAC Pro Longwear, it works really, really beautifully with these. These kinds of foundations, because they're built to last on your skin, can look really, really matte and a bit unnatural. And I really like my foundation to look quite natural and a bit kind of glowy and, you know, just nice. Whereas when you put one of these foundations on, if you are a bit heavy-handed or you don't blend properly or something, it can just look odd and a bit kind of cakey and masky and not very good at all. So this, because it can look really, really matte, I like to add kind of an illuminating product into it so that I still get the benefit of the long wear of the foundation, because let's face it, I've got an oily forehead, I need my foundation to go the distance. But I still have the oil kind of prevention properties, but I have a nice natural glow. So if I show you something else, if I'm going to show you another foundation, Face Atelier, I would never ever use it with a more dewy natural foundation. So Face Atelier or Makeup Forever HD or any of my other foundations which aren't mattifying, I wouldn't use it with them. The point is that my skin has enough natural dewiness anyway. So for me, it's all about using the Ultra Sheer in Champagne with mattifying heavy foundations which need a bit of glow. So I'm going to show you this. I've got foundation on my hand, sorry. I already tried to film this and it looked funny. There it is, that's Champagne Ultra Sheer. I'm just going to blend it in for you. See if I can show you. You can see it gives a really, really subtle glow. Really, really subtle and really beautiful. They do have lots of different colours of these. Champagne is the best in my opinion. Peach is beautiful for darker skins, or if you're really pale like me, you could use it as a blush, a really subtle blush. They also have Opal, which is a pink version of Champagne, like a kind of pink opal pigment from MAC, and it kind of makes me look a bit ill. I thought I would love that one more, but I actually love Champagne a lot. And then they have Bronze, which I've not tried, but I imagine would look really, really beautiful on darker skin tones. However, I'm going to get going and show you how I mix my foundation in, and yeah. So I'm using MAC Pro Longwear, this is an NC15. This is a bit dark for me, so I'm going to add kind of like a pump, one pump, and then I'm going to add literally the tiniest squeeze of 0-, so not a pump of 0- because I will look like a ghost if I do that. takes all my concentration. It's like the Pro Longwear bottles, they're really hard to use, so probably about that much. Next, the Ultra Sheer. I'm going to be a bit more generous with this. I like to have a lot, so about this much. Quite a lot. I'm going to get my favourite brush at the moment for this foundation. This is the Coco Big Fat Firm foundation brush, which I can't help doing that when I say the name. And I'm just going to kind of start to mix them on my hand, but I'm not really diligent about it. I just like to get the product on the brush, and I like to see if the shade needs any adjusting. I think it needs a little bit more white. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and apply. That's pretty much it. I really shouldn't have put red lipstick on for this video because it's going to get smeared everywhere. I should add that I don't wear MAC Pro Longwear every day. I am pretty lucky with my genetics for skin. When they were handing out genetics for skin, I was obviously quite near the front because my skin on my face is generally quite happy, actually. Apart from now, it's decided to develop eczema, but I suppose that's just comeuppance for the years of good skin I've had since I was about 17. But I did go through an acne period. All teenagers go through one, right? Well, if you didn't, you're not normal. I'll tell you that now. I'm doing it quite slowly today because I'm scared of smearing red lipstick all the way over my face. Just going to go up onto my forehead. Just grab the last of the foundation. I get a small mirror, it's easier. Oh man, mattifying foundation is not working for my skin today. To be fair, I'd rather have good genes in other areas, like, you know, not getting ill all the time, or, you know, height. I'd quite like to be a little bit taller. I have hair on my face, that's nice. I'm just going through checking that there's no lines, everything's blended out. At this point I could quite easily add some more highlighter on my cheekbones, which I'm probably going to do because it's fun. For the highlighter on my cheekbones, this is what I'd do if I weren't wearing a Longwear foundation. I would just go for the cheekbones and under the eyebrow. So I'm going to do my under eye concealer first. When I use a Longwear foundation, I like to use something quite light under the eyes. If I'm wearing any other type of foundation, I use this MAC Pro Longwear, which I hate and I'm trying to use up. I don't use it with Longwear foundations because it's just a bit too much, I think. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. under eye concealer. Just dab it. That looks nice. And blend with a finger because I'm all about lazy. This just gives a light coverage. It's really easy to blend. It's probably not good if you've got like hereditary dark circles because it's not going to do a hell of a lot. Going to conceal any redness now. This is my Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. It did have a powder on the end, but I got annoyed with it and snapped it off. So I don't really have much of an opinion over this concealer, in all honesty. It's really average. I'm just going to go for the nose. And there. And then I have a bit of scarring on my chin and next to my eyebrow, so I like to conceal those. That was where I picked at my spots. Moral of the story, don't pick your spots. Because a scar is for life, not just for Christmas. Next thing I am likely to do, I'm going to define my eyebrows. I'm just going to use this little spoolie. This is from Muji. It cost me like about £2 or something. I actually need a better eyebrow comb, but for the moment this will do. It's compact. Groom them through, and then I get the best eyebrow brush I've ever found. This is the Illamasqua angled brush. Don't know if it's specifically for eyebrows or not, but it's very, very fine. So I'm just gonna define my eyebrows. Oh, and I'm using Max Concrete. I should show you that. That one. This video is really chaotic, and now I've got brown eyeshadow all over my hands. I'm not very good at this. One eyebrow, and number two. If I'm feeling lazy, I don't cream them out afterwards either. Doesn't really make much difference to me. I'm not really a natural brow kind of girl. I'm a defined brow girl. I should stop talking and get on with it, really. I'm sorry, I'm incapable of not talking. Okay, brows are done. The next thing I'm going to do is do a bit more highlighter, so I'm just going to get a bit of this, and I'm going to get a fingertip, and I'm just going to pat it along under my brow and across my cheekbone. Brilliant. Oh no. It's okay, we can work with this, we'll blend it in. I had some brown eyeshadow on my hand apparently, and now I've got it on my face. Just gonna call it contouring. I'm pretty lazy with highlighters, so I just like to dot it with my fingers and then blend it. Mainly because, as I said, I'm highlighter stupid. I don't enjoy extra steps in my beauty routine, but when there's a product this good, I am much more likely to use it. Covered in eyeshadow. That's what happens when you use an eyeshadow palette as a mirror. Okay, so two last steps. I am going to powder. I'm using the Kryolan and Shine powder and Illamasqua powder brush. Best powder brush ever. I'm actually not going to powder my whole face. I'm just going to powder very, very lightly my T-zone. This foundation is really grubby with powder, so I don't like to use too much. Last step, blush. Something Special Crèmeblend blush by MAC. This is my current favourite. It's absolutely beautiful. Just going to apply that really quickly over my really sore eczema patch and hope that it looks like it's... Oh my god, I love this blush. I love it! This is probably my holy grail peach blush. Okay, so that is my whole face routine. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know, and if you've got any more questions about face tele, also let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed, everybody, and I'll be back with a haul video in like 2 seconds.